Hey there, Nancy Drew Clue Crew. It's Arglefump. I'm here with
Mary.
Mary, and we're playing Nancy Drew Legend of the Crystal Skull as part of the 2020 Nancy Drew Games Mega Marathon.
Yeah.
Take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective.
Okay, so do you know what this mystery is?
We're going to New Orleans, and that's all I know.
Great. Okay, so here are the specifics.
Current assignment. What assignment? Bess and I are flying to New Orleans for a long weekend of fabulous music, sightseeing, and food. Okay, so I'm also going to visit Ned's friend, Henry Golay, but only as a favor to Ned. Apparently, Henry's uncle just died, and he had to go down there for a couple of weeks. Ned says Henry's a nice guy, but kind of a loner who might appreciate a little company. So, the first thing I'll do is leave Bess at our hotel in the French Quarter and take a cab out to the
I'm gonna
French
leave Bess behind.
Ned called him and said I'd be
First thing I'm doing. Forget you, Bess.
The only bad news is the weather's not supposed to be that great this weekend. But what's a little stormy weather when you're in the heart of the Big Easy, right?
Yeah, okay, so, Ned's buddy, Henry Belay, he's right here. So he...
Oh, I thought that was a girl.
No, that's Henry. He's kind of goth normally, but now that his great uncle has died and he's an orphan, he's just like, he's now super goth, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna play on senior detective mode because we are brilliant detectives.
Yeah.
Warning, this is a scary game, so you should play it in a dark room with the lights off.
Okay, lights off.
No, thank you, we don't actually need to do that.
I want to turn the lights off, though.
Oh, my poor eyes are gonna go...
But we're supposed to play it in a dark room.
That's just them trying to scare us. Okay, let's go inside. So check out what happens when we go inside.
Hello? Anybody here?
I really hope we don't see blood on the floor.
That's not blood. Somebody's just walked inside and made a huge mess.
Well, that's rude.
Hi, the door was open.
Here's who it was.
Who's that?
It's a skeleton man.
He doesn't look like...
And that's how Nancy died.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, she's still alive! Hooray!
Drink this. What is it? Something that'll make you feel better. Drink it. Just a couple sips.
So, do you want to drink the strange green concoction from the creepy lady?
Okay. Let's drink it. Okay.
Okay. That's it. No offense, but yuck.
Don't make her drink any of your weirdo concoctions. Then I really will have to take her to the emergency room.
You just go back to your phone call and leave us be. Don't pay him any mind. Where am I? You're at Henry Bolay's house, dear, in the library. He and I carried you in here after I found you unconscious in the foyer. Why is it so dark in here? The electricity went out. Lightning must have struck a transformer somewhere. What happened? Can you remember? Well, the front door was open, so I walked in, and then I saw I saw a skeleton, and then he saw me, and then the light started flickering, and he threw something at me that exploded. The smoke must have made me pass out. You saw a skeleton? I'm sure it was just someone, wearing a costume or something. I'm Nancy Drew, by the way. I came to see Henry. So we surmised. I'm Renee Amand. I'm Bruno Bolay's housekeeper. That is, I was. This skeleton that attacked you, perhaps we should call the police.
No emergency room, no police. Things are complicated enough as it is.
Henry's feeling a mite overwhelmed. Well, you are looking much better, so I'm going to get back to my plant potting. You need anything? I'll be outside in the garden.
I should call them and keep them on hold for 5 hours and see how they like it.
Henry apparently is on hold and very angry.
Okay.
Yummy, yummy green stuff. Delicious. Did you want to talk to Henry?
Okay.
Cool. He's right here in the corner.
So, Nancy, nice to
Oh,
meet
wow.
you. Ned sent you here to check up on me, huh?
Yeah. I like his little black glove and his black fingernail polish and everything. And it's hard to see, but he's got a snake tattoo on this arm. Well, it's hard to see because there are, like, words in the way. So when he moves his hand, we'll be able to see.
He's kind of worried about you, that's all.
Ned's a nice guy. I mean, I really don't know him that well, just from school. But when I mentioned that my only living relative just died, he was all like, yeah? How you feeling, man? You doing okay? Wanna talk? Of course, I guess I do come across as a little needy sometimes.
Were you very close to your uncle?
Great uncle Bruno, and no, I wasn't. My parents died in a car crash when I was 8. Since I had no other relatives, he took me in, or should I say he shipped me out. Boarding school, summer camp, military school, college. He may have looked after me, but he never spent any time with me. I didn't know him at all.
Yet you came all the way down here for the funeral?
Not really. Great Uncle Bruno named me executor of his estate, which means I have to make sure all his bills are paid and debts taken care of so his assets can be distributed. Unfortunately, he couldn't have cared less about little things like keeping records or balancing checkbooks. Dealing with his creditors and their lawyers has been an absolute nightmare. So, thanks for stopping by, Nancy. And now you can report back to Ned that I'm fine and go enjoy New Orleans.
So what do you think? Can Nancy just leave and go home, or can she stay here and solve a mystery?
She can just go home.
Okay, yeah, she'll go home. I'm sure the game will let us go home and ignore the mystery.
I sure can, but I'm not going to.
Oh!
Not until I know who that skeleton man was and what he was doing here and why he knocked me out like that. Look, I can understand you're not wanting to call the police, but somebody should investigate. And since playing detective is kind of a hobby with me.
No offense, but are you sure you didn't just pass out from the heat and humidity or something and dream that you saw the skeleton dude?
What do you think? Is she positive, or is it possible everything's just made up and she's pretending there's a mystery there when there is none?
Positive.
That would be like a really boring game if the solution is, oh, Nancy just thought she saw a monster. There's actually nothing happening here.
Yeah, so she did.
I'm positive.
Maybe it was him.
Look around all you want.
Ew,
But
Henry
I should
dressed up
probably
like a
warn you,
skeleton.
Uncle Bruno was into
To freak out
exotic
Nancy.
pets. Didn't believe in cages, so he gave him the run of the place. And just because he's dead doesn't mean they are. So if you're gonna go poking around, be careful.
What's up there?
There are a bunch of animals. We'll see animals later on.
Creepy. I bet there's gonna be like a creepy demonic ghost cat.
Ooh, no cats, but check this out.
Oh! Oh! Ew.
So we found a glass eyeball.
Back so soon?
Oh, I thought I could ask him
I'll
about the
let
glass
you get back to
eyeball.
work.
Groovy.
Groovy, man.
Why is the screen so small?
I can't make the screen any bigger.
Okay.
So what we do is, let's see, we can get another creepy eyeball over here. He had a lot of glass eyeballs, Great Uncle Bruno Bolet did. And so we need to get all of his eyeballs. All of them!
I feel my breakfast coming up.
I'm sorry, but that's how we have to beat the game, is by getting all of his eyeballs.
That's how you beat the game? How many eyeballs are there?
25, maybe. He had a lot of eyeballs. There's another one. This is the cemetery that's out back. And this is a puzzle. We have to solve the puzzle by visiting this place and seeing what those symbols are. So let's see. This is also another puzzle.
What's the puzzle for?
An eyeball. See that eyeball in the bottom right?
Yeah. Can I try it?
Yeah, but I want to try it first.
I want to try it.
I want to try it first, I said. Don't sneeze on me. Gonna make me sick. Gonna give me the Rona.
Yay.
I think I need to restart. Okay.
I don't understand the point of this game.
What we're supposed to do is move all the way to the bottom right-hand corner. I'm trying to figure out how we do this. Let's see. I think it's something like this. Alright, move an eyeball, move one of those crystals like that. And now I'm stuck because I need to get the other two lined up perfectly. So let's see, how can I do that? Let's see. I think I've got it. No, I don't. I have no idea. Okay. Yeah, I think I messed up. But what I would have done is this left, up, and then right to block that one. And then I would get these two marbles somehow lined up perfectly with the block in order to block those. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
So what if... see, I get this lined up like that. So I can line this up. I was moving that one around like this to free up that block. But then that just gets me stuck because I can't move that block back to the left. I can't move that marble out of the way because then that gets stuck. Okay, so I guess I need to line those marbles up first.
What happens if you try to go through the lines?
You just can't.
Oh.
Let's see if I already messed that one up. Gosh. What if I do something silly like artificially move that one to the left? That way I can move this one up. Yeah, there we go. I think that's it. I'll move this down like that. Move it right so I can move this one left, up, and right. Just move this up. And then move this eyeball to the side. Or I guess that's not an eyeball. And then I move this up. That one right. Hooray, did it.
Now you still have the other thing to do.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too tough. Let's see. So if I move it right and down, then I can move it. Yeah, I guess you're right. You're correct. What if I move the marble left? And then I just try to move the block through that maze. Because blocks are easier to move than the marbles. So something like this.
Yeah.
I think we got it. I think we've got a solution here. Boom. Another eyeball.
This
I know, it really is. Okay, so we've got 2 basic mysteries we do sort of here at the start. The culprit left this behind. Oh, I guess that wasn't the mystery. The culprit left this behind, I think. I think it was the culprit. Somebody did. So Zeke's. And the culprit left behind some charcoal. So, mystery number 1 is we can either call Bess to have her visit Zeke's, or mystery number 2, we can follow up on this piece of paper.
Why can't we just leave and come back?
And try to get paper. We can't leave.
That's the front door, but I'm not leaving until I figure out what Mr. Skeleton Man was up to.
So we're stuck here.
Yeah. So we either call Bess to investigate Zeke's, or we follow up on that piece of paper. Which one do you want to do?
Let's call Bess.
Okay.
Or we could just call the cab company.
Yeah, they won't work.
Hello?
Bess, hi, it's me.
Hey, Nance. I just got back from shopping, which I am happy to report is fantastic here. So, what's going on with you?
A lot.
A lot is in a whole bunch of fun stuff?
Let me start by telling you what happened when I arrived at Henry's house. I walked up to the front door and discovered it was open, so I walked in.
So I walked in.
You were knocked out by a skeleton wearing a red ascot? Someone dressed as a skeleton wearing a red ascot.
You think it was a burglar?
I'm not sure. I caught him or her sneaking around the scale model of a cemetery. And later I found a tracing of something right by it. So if I could just figure out what it's a tracing of, and what, if anything, it has to do with that model cemetery, I might be able to figure out who Skeleton Man is.
I know that tone of voice. You're not leaving there until you've done just that, are you?
Oh, I also found some kind of receipt in the fireplace that may or may not be a clue.
What's it a receipt for?
That's what I need to find out. See, it's half burned up. All I can read is the receipt number and the name of the place it's from. Zeke's.
Zeke's? You gotta be kidding me.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, I'm sitting here on our balcony in the French Quarter looking down at a place across the street called Zeke's.
That's great. So go over there and ask whoever's behind the counter what receipt number 21-3872 is for.
Yeah, we get to play as Bess in this game. What should Bess say?
You want me to snoop?
You want me to snoop?
I wouldn't call it snooping.
Forget it. Not gonna do it.
Beth,
I'm not good at that sneaking around stuff, Nancy. I get nervous, my tongue gets all knotted up, my palms sweat, to say nothing of my armpits.
Beth, receipt number 21-3872. Just go in and ask what it's for. No big deal.
Maybe not for you.
Beth, you can do it.
This is not gonna end well. I just know it. Okay, I'll call you as soon as it's over.
I'll be waiting.
Okay, so you can go inside Zeke's. Zeke's would be the door. Well, don't go outside. You haven't talked to the guy there yet.
Oh,
Here, I can show off the stuff here. This is Mystical Toast. Magic Toast. Have you ever had Magic Toast before?
no, it sounds weird.
It's so magical. And looks like this is some sort of coffin. Yeah, it's got a mummy inside. Gross. And
That looks like a statue of Ares or something.
yeah, it looks like some random Greek statue, doesn't it?
Yeah.
At midday during math, a teacher once said, "Let's stop and try rhyming. Yes, rhyming instead." "Rhyming is heaven," this teacher exclaimed. Some students said great, but most just complained. "Fine," said teacher, "another math score in that case." Then, thus having fun rhyming did numbers replace. That's an Easter egg puzzle, which we'll solve in, I don't know, we'll solve eventually.
What is that?
Well, you're supposed... Well, oh, wait, you mean this, or what
Yeah.
the puzzle is? I don't know what this is.
What's the puzzle?
The puzzle is, we just need to make rhyming numbers. So, numbers are going to be noon, and then it's going to be 7, great rhymes with 8, fine rhymes with 9, score rhymes with 4, and we're going to put all those numbers into the clock in order to get the Easter egg.
I'm guessing the Easter egg is an actual Easter egg?
Yeah, and here's a sneezing powder. Itching powder.
Ooh, they weren't kidding.
There's one more powder in there.
Bess is the culprit. I'm calling it now. That is a culprit laugh. Here's a puzzle. This would be a fun puzzle, I suppose.
So gross.
Yeah, that's a weird thingy. I think it's we put this here and that up there, and I think it's all these books go here. Okay, but we'll worry about that later. Let's meet this guy here first.
Hey, doing a little end of the day shopping, huh? See something you like?
Not really. Curios aren't my thing.
Keep looking around. You'll change your mind. I'm Lamont. This is my place. So if you got any questions, I'm the guy to ask.
Actually, I do have a question. This friend of mine found the number of a receipt that came from this shop, and she asked me to ask you what the receipt is for. But if you're really busy, or you'd rather not, or it's against the rules,
No problem. What's the number?
21-3872.
21-3872. Here we go. That ticket was for a large box of assorted unknown items I bought from Henry Bolay. And, that's all I can tell you.
Isn't that a little suspicious there? It's like, oh, I just bought a bunch of random stuff, and I can't tell you anything
Assorted
else.
unknown items?
It's a box with a bunch of different things in it, kind of like a grab bag. Look, I just don't want to make trouble for anyone, okay?
Where's the box now?
It's still in the back room. I haven't had a chance to really go through it yet. Hey, is there something else I can help you with? Beads, hula dolls, old books. Got great deals on all of them.
Seeing as this place is called Zeke's, and it's your place, shouldn't your name be Zeke?
Guy I bought this place from wouldn't sell it to me unless I swore I wouldn't change the name. So I didn't. Funny thing was, his name wasn't Zeke either.
What's up with all those bottles of weird stuff over there?
Hoodoo's something some of the more superstitious people around here practice. They think if you mix certain herbs and roots a certain way and drink them, or carry special objects around in little mojo bags, it can give you a supernatural edge in your daily life.
Does it work?
All I can tell you is, the stuff I got in here sounds like hotcakes. Somebody thinks it works, so hey, who knows?
Is Henry Boulay a friend of yours?
No, I met him at the reception at Bruno's house following the funeral. Gave Henry my card, said when he wanted to start liquidating, he should give me a call.
Was Bruno Bruno a friend of yours?
Way I hear it, Bruno Bolet didn't have any friends. But I wish he had been my friend. I mean, that house of his is filled with junk. He kept everything. For someone in my business, the place is knick-knack heaven.
I'm gonna keep browsing if that's okay.
You got a question, just holler.
Okay, so what the puzzle is, we're gonna distract him with one of these potions. Which one should we use?
The sneezing potion.
Sneezing one? Okay.
This might come in handy.
So we're gonna trick him into smelling sneezing potion here. So what happens is Beth steps on this thingy.
Still needs some work.
Oh wow, the puzzle hasn't even started. Okay, so we're gonna put the sneezing potion like up here. I think the hula doll. No, let's see. Teeth here. Record player here. Hula doll there. So when she steps on this, what happens is something like this. The balloon lifts up. The hula doll starts dancing. All the books fall over. The fan goes on. That pops a balloon.
Still needs some work.
Let's see, what if I put the sneezing powder right next to it so it gets all smushed up? How's that?
Good.
Sounds like a fart, kind of.
Yeah.
Ow, my face.
There, that should do it. Lamont, could you help me?
This is kind of a mean trick to play on
Sure, what do you
someone.
need?
I can't quite reach that bottle up there. Could you get it for me?
Sure.
Hula doll, what's that? Ouch.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I'll go get you something. What do you need?
Nose spray. Back room.
No spray, back room. Got it.
He doesn't notice the endless supply of balloons are best turning on the record player over and over and over again. Yeah, this guy has really, really bad allergies. You could just stay here for like 5 minutes and he's still sneezing. But that would be mean. So let's go to the back room.
Cute dog.
Is that a cute dog? Is that a cute iguana? What do you mean iguanas aren't cute? There's a skeleton man costume. So this is a puzzle. Hamlet 1, 3, 32, 8, 3, 6, 8, 14, 4. 1, 12X. I don't know what the X is, but... So it's the first letter, and then 3 letters over, and then 32 letters over, then 8 letters over, then 3 letters over, then 6 letters over. I don't know why the word Hamlet is there. So the solution is Leben und Tod, which I believe is German for life and death. Dun dun dun.
Okay.
Dr. Belay, this completes our transaction. The whisperer is now yours. Respect its power.
This is weird.
As my
I better
grandfather
call
found
Nancy
out,
and read this to her word for word.
the skull quite often undoes.
Wow, Bess, that is weird. No, I'll tell you what's weird. The box the letter is in is padded, and it has this round indentation in it that's the exact size of a human skull. It's like it used to contain a skull, but now it doesn't.
Did you find anything else?
Yeah, inside the box that this box is in, there's a couple of photographs. One's of a boy and a dog, and the other is of an iguana dressed up like a pirate.
What?
And there's a costume in the box of a skeleton. mention
Would you
Nick.
dress your iguana like a pirate?
And did I mention that Lamont was very reluctant to talk about buying this box of stuff from Henry?
Should I buy you
Said
an
he didn't want to
iguana?
get anyone in trouble, whatever that means.
Should I buy you a crystal skull then?
Or possibly both are up to something they shouldn't be.
Or
No.
another dog.
Good job,
Iguana.
Miss. I'm
Iguanas.
gonna poke around here and see if I can find out anything about a skull called the Whisperer.
Iguana.
You better go take care of Lamont.
Would you believe it? The guy is still sneezing. He must keep nose spray around because something's wrong with his sinuses. Oh, he's gonna hate me.
So I think we can do this clock puzzle now. So it was 12, and then 7, 8, 9, 4, and 1.
To get an eyeball.
Easter egg. Ooh.
Where did we get an Easter egg?
I don't know, but I've been getting Easter eggs all throughout the marathon. People seem to like it.
We get actual Easter eggs.
Well, it's not like they're gonna send us an Easter egg in the mail or something like that. So check it out, Mary. It's the iguana. Where'd that iguana go? Here he is. He's so cute. I'm gonna take a picture right here. Take a picture with my phone before you want to take a picture of these books, because it's going to be a puzzle.
What was that?
That was Uncle Bruno's pet iguana, Iggy. He's always in here stealing paper. He must be using it to build a nest or something. Look, I had all those books arranged so they fit perfectly in that box. Put them back in, okay? I don't have time.
I just want to look through this one book.
Go right ahead. After you put all those other books back.
So, you want to do this puzzle?
Sure.
So let's see, how do we do the puzzle? Okay, click on that one book. Okay, so you need to put all the books so they fit together perfectly in this box.
Okay.
Yes. I believe there might be multiple solutions. Oh no, that can't be right. I don't know. I'll let you try around. Yeah, do those two go there? Yeah, I think they might. Well, they have to fit it exactly. Here. I think you could get that to fit. Really? That's not close enough?
Okay, let me see.
Here. So that's the exact edge of that. I guess that was just a little bit too wide. Maybe the green one? Yeah, but then what goes in that tiny spot there, yeah.
Really thin book. Okay. And then I'm gonna need thin-ish.
A little bit louder, nobody can hear you.
Okay. And then I'm gonna try to put this one up top. No. Maybe this one will fit up top. And
Okay,
then-
yeah, move the small book out of the way then.
Okay, in a sec.
Well, no, I just drop it to the side. I think those blue ones can go farther left. Yeah, try once more left. Yep. Yeah, see, the pieces snap into place, unlike the version of this puzzle in Danger on Deception Island.
Oh. I'm guessing that puzzle's awful somehow.
Well, it's the same puzzle as this, but it's, the pieces don't snap into place. So you have a little bit more wiggle room. You can fake the game into thinking pieces aren't overlapping when they kind of are. Let's see, there's also a variation of this puzzle in Curse of Blackmore Manor. You look like you're doing well.
Yes.
Gotta be big book on the right there, and then little book in the middle.
I got it. First try.
First try. Oh boy. Haha. First try, everybody. Okay, so all you want to do is open this book. It's by Professor Hotchkiss, who was in the previous Nancy Drew game, number 4. So just flip pages here in the bottom. Do you know about the crystal skulls?
No.
Okay, so you're supposed to just get that piece of paper. That's the important thing. So, crystal skulls. Scattered over the world are 13 crystal skulls. At some point, they will be brought together, imparting untold wisdom, and each skull gives you, like, a superpower. So, one lets you see the future, one lets you read people's minds, one gives you telekinesis, and one makes you live forever. Did you watch Indiana Jones and the Legend of the Crystal Skull?
Yeah, I've also seen a TV show that thinks these are alien stuff. So.
Yeah. So it's those crystal skulls.
Yeah.
Right now we're dealing with we're not worrying about the aliens.
Right now they think these ones have superpowers.
So no. Right now we're dealing with the one that lets you live forever. So
Yeah.
Bruno had the crystal skull which lets him live forever.
I thought you had to bring them all together to unlock it.
Yeah, we're not worrying about that part of the story. We're just worrying about this one that lets you live forever. And he got it from this person, I guess. So Bruno Bollet, who's now dead, had the skull which helps you live forever.
Wait,
Unless
wait. Go back.
What?
Go back to that. It looks like there's like something right there.
right where?
On the mantle. It looks like there's like a door. It looks like there's a drawer on the mantle.
Oh yeah, it totally does, doesn't it? We never look at this mantle. We can never zoom in on it.
Oh. That's sad.
It's very, very sad. So, we can't solve this puzzle yet. So we need to find the next portrait, and finding the next portrait is part of the rubbing puzzle. So we're going to do that rubbing puzzle right now. Yeah, so the iguana doesn't show up until you actually call Bess. That's one of the rules of the game.
Oh.
So make sure you have to call Bess in order to complete the game.
What if you don't want to call Bess?
Why would you not want to call Bess?
Because he's dead?
Ow. 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 Ow.
To figure out if there's anything camouflaged in that design, I'm going to need some paper.
I like
So the culprit already did one of these rubbings, so we need to get a piece of paper.
I like Nancy's other friend better.
George?
Yeah.
Okay. Because Bess is scared and doesn't like doing mystery solving.
Yeah, Bess is a win.
Ouch. 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 Okay, as punishment, you can solve this puzzle.
What's the puzzle?
You need to click and destroy all of these creatures.
So it's like that one game where you...
Oh, I beat
That
it.
should keep you
Ow!
going for a while.
Normally it takes me forever to beat that puzzle. And Nancy refuses to do it twice.
That's all I need right now.
She'll only do it once at a time. Okay, so Creepy Lady, we get to talk to Creepy Lady. And here's her creepy shovel based off somebody's arm.
Ew.
Nancy, welcome to my little lantern-lit corner of the world.
No.
Mom, are you coming here because you want to play the game?
Yeah, you get to play the game now.
What game is it?
This is Legend of the Crystal Skull.
Hey, Rosie, come here. Come here
Looks
with
like you like to
us.
grow things.
Come with us,
I
Rosie,
do
right?
indeed. Herbs mostly. And because I'm in constant need of them, I grow them in pots.
Okay, which option should she pick?
Second one.
Rosie, say
So
hi.
you're still doing the cooking even though Bruno Bollet is gone?
I don't use these herbs for cooking, darling. Did you and Henry have a
That
nice
sounds
chat?
creepy.
What do you think she uses them for? Later on in the game, she wants you to collect,
Potions.
like, magic mushrooms, too.
That's
Oh, weird.
Yeah, she creates all sorts of weird potions.
You're
We
okay.
talked. Henry's a very morose, very negative young man. Very cunning, too. In fact, I'm fairly certain that he's been selling off Dr. Bolet's belongings on the sly.
What kind of belongings?
Just little things, odds and ends, really. But the lawyers made it very clear that
All
no
right, I
assets
can't
were
deal
to
with
be
this.
liquidated
What do you
until
mean? You can't
all
handle
of Dr.
more
Bolet's
than just
affairs
1
are
minute of
settled.
Nancy Drew.
It's
According to
alright.
Dr.
It's
Bolet's
alright.
will,
Fine enough. I
Henry is
just,
to get 30% of the estate.
Uh-oh.
Dr.
I don't
Bolet's
know.
physician,
The
Gilbert
fakey
Buford, gets
animation.
30%. Our Lady of
I don't
Route
know.
57
It's a little
School
much
of
for me.
Dentistry and Cosmetology gets 30%, and I am to
Here,
receive
Rosie.
10%.
Rosie, stay.
Rosie's playing with Mama. We're playing princesses.
More like they're playing Interrupt the live stream. So we need to ask her about the paper.
Rosie,
Do
say
you by any
hi.
chance have some plain paper that I could use? I most certainly do. But it's up in my room, and I'm afraid I cannot retrieve it for you until I'm finished here. You get the sudden urge to draw a picture?
Hi, Rosie.
Something like that. I know, I'll help you. That way you'll get done faster. Gracious, you are the picture of impatience, aren't you? Well, I appreciate the offer. But here, why don't you just take this instead? It's an extra key to my room. The paper's in a drawer in my nightstand. I have to keep it hidden on account of that paper-thieving iguana. Just go on up and help yourself. But make sure you lock the door when you leave, you hear? You I trust. But Henry, him I do not. I really appreciate this. As long as you're going up there, my appetite could use a little placating. So I would be much obliged if you would bring me a candy bar from my nightstand. And take one for yourself while you're at it. One more thing. I, too, have seen the skeleton man. After Dr. Boulay passed that night, I saw him in the hallway. He was there, then he was gone. So you best be careful, Nancy Drew, because if it was Mr. Death, and I truly think it was, he's come back.
So, she thinks the skeleton man was Mr. Death. And we have the key to her room now.
She thinks it's Mr. Death.
Mr. Death, Mr. Death, come to kill you, Mr. Death.
What?
I didn't ask for an explanation. I assume Mr. Death makes sense to her. So she has paper!
Lock the door.
Oh, and she has, how many candy bars?
Take a bunch.
All the candy bars.
One for Renee.
She just went to the store and purchased all the candy bars they had. Now the store is out of candy. Oh, and you can eat a ton of them. Just keep eating them.
Yum. Gosh, these things are good.
Yep, so she trusts a total stranger over Henry. What can I say? Nancy Drew's a very trustworthy young feller.
Unlimited chocolate.
Yeah.
Didn't they used to sell like these things?
Keep eating more.
How many more do we need to eat?
You'll see.
Yeah.
Nancy has a chocolate attack.
Oh.
We throw up on chocolate.
Nancy had too much chocolate, and so she throws up. Wow.
If I eat any more of these, I'm gonna be real sorry.
Eat another one.
No, she can't eat another one. Creepy doll.
Leave it.
I'm not gonna mess with it. Oh, and we have these weird signs on the wall.
Why?
She drew signs on her wall.
What's wrong with this gardening lady? She's really creepy.
She's just really, really creepy. So here's a puzzle. Let's see. I want to see if we can get the Easter egg for this puzzle.
Are they giving us Easter eggs because it's Easter?
No. Yeah, this is kind of complicated. Okay. That's going to be 3, 4, what's number 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 14, 12, 13, 14. And then it's going to be 3, 1, 2, 3, then 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Didn't get it right. Did you want to do this puzzle?
Okay.
I have the solution written down in case you want to give up, but it's basically, I'll do one for you. You want to create those symbols that are on those signs. So each button corresponds with a different picture, and each one of those things is 4 of them.
Can you, like, turn it off?
No. No, you cannot. So the Easter egg is, they did a website to promote the game, and the website no longer exists, but they had those silly symbols on the website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one's kind of difficult. Here's my solution.
Oh, okay.
It's like I color-coded it for convenience.
Oh, can I try it?
I got this. Red. I can't do this, can I? Nope. Okay. Well, anyway, there's my solution. I'm showing her a picture on my phone.
And then...
I think it's this one that's red.
1, 2, 3. Click. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So which one did we already do? The blue one?
Blue. Yeah, blue. So let me just get yellow here. Yellow's pretty simple. So let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna do the last one.
I've got it. Rawr. Done. So this gives us the Hoodoo Signs and Symbols book, which we have to read. So it tells us what that random signs are. Baza... What are they? And that's basically it. So I'll take a picture of this with my phone. And then take a picture of this with my phone as well. And match those symbols together. Could you go to the graveyard?
Did you lock the door?
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Or here, you can talk to Creepy Lady.
That cocoa kringle bar like I asked?
Right here.
Bless you. I'm so hungry I could devour these plants I'm potting up, dirt and all. How else may I be of service to you?
You talk to her, I'll work on decoding that puzzle.
Okay.
Which option are you going to pick?
What was in that concoction you wanted me to drink after I got knocked out?
Never you mind. It was just a little remedy I brewed up on the spot to help you feel better.
Did Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about a crystal skull? He may have referred to it as the Whisperer.
No, he never so much as mentioned a crystal skull, whispering or otherwise.
Have you ever seen this before? I found it by that scale model of the cemetery that's inside the house.
It's a mystery to me. I suggest you ask Henry. He leaves things lying around all the time. I guess it figures I won't notice amid all the other clutter. But I do. I notice everything. How else may I be of service to you?
That's creepy. I notice everything.
Why is there an empty frame in the gallery inside?
That is a very good question. I first noticed the canvas was missing after the reception following Dr. Bolet's funeral. But as for why it was missing, I do not know.
If you don't mind my asking, what's in that little pouch you wear around your neck?
Things. Secret things. Things that give me special talents when special times demand them. People usually laugh when I say this. But this pouch is my connection to the energy that powers the universe.
Okay.
Well, at least you didn't laugh.
Yeah, I think she's crazy. I don't know, this crazy old lady.
Those weird symbols on the wall in your room, do you know who painted them? I did. Fact of the matter is, there's a spirit living in that wall.
That's not creepy at
A
all.
spirit?
Got a voice that it sends shivers down the spine of Dracula himself. Used to hear it sometimes, in the dead of night, half talking, half whispering, saying this one word I never heard before, like it was from a language no one on earth spoke. And suddenly, I knew. The spirit was trying to cast a spell on me. So I got me a book and found out that by painting the word I heard on the wall, syllable by syllable, in hoodoo signs, I could counteract the word's power. And you know what? The spirit has not spoken that word or any other since.
What was the word?
Tall and a sack full of water moccasins couldn't get me to say that word out loud. Nor will I write it down. No, sir. Not ever, ever, ever.
Do you want to read it here, Mary?
Banza.
That's za.
Banzalopadimocha. It sounds like mocha.
Oh, so somebody's just asking for mocha, really. Somebody's like, I need mocha. And she thought it was just a demon ghost.
Interesting pets, like an iguana?
That man never met a creature he didn't like. He trained them to do all kinds of silly tricks, then let them run free, inside the house as well as out.
Did he ever teach you how to make them do their tricks?
I never cared to learn. Don't get me wrong. I liked Dr. Bolay, I truly did. But I swear, sometimes his activities made as much sense to me as bathing in a bayou full of gators.
If you don't like Henry that much, how come you're still here?
I'm here because Dr. Bolay paid me in advance, and I always fulfill my obligations.
I'll leave you to your potting.
Fare thee well.
Someone's pointing out, well, she technically did write that sentence down. She just wrote it in a different language. So it doesn't count, guys. If you write in a different language, it doesn't count.
So if she wrote it in German, it wouldn't count?
I don't know, is that a word in German?
Yes. No.
Cool.
I'm not actually sure. Why is there a worm? Gross.
Well, we're making rubbings. Just make rubbings of these 4 things. Do they look at all familiar?
Yeah.
Good. It's going to give us the key to this mausoleum. That's where Henry's parents are buried.
Cool, let's take out their dead bodies.
No,
Take
no, we
their
are...
eyeballs out.
No, why would we... No, we're not going to steal some dead person's eyeballs. That's gross.
Yes, we are, to get all the eyeballs.
We're going to get, like, crystal eyeballs or glass eyeballs. We're not...
Why not get real eyeballs? They're so much better.
No, you're gross. No.
Yeah.
So it's this puzzle. You can solve it. What you do is you take a look at the paper, say, okay, the worm goes with that design, so it was this one? Yep, that one's worm. Okay, so take a look at the papers.
The raven goes with the fancy design.
Very fancy.
Oh, we missed it. Okay, and then we already got this one. Okay, the skull goes with the flowers for some reason.
Flowers? Yeah, okay, flowers gets bones.
Okay, flowers get bones. Okay, flowers gets bones.
I think it's this one, upright, that's bones.
Yeah, and then, what was the last one? The tomb?
There we go. Okay, you want to take us back to this mausoleum?
Yeah.
See Henry's parents?
Okay, I'm gonna go not there.
Just go over to the left. Keep going. Keep going. Go in the hallway. Take a right.
Oh, wrong way.
We're not going upstairs.
I did it.
Okay. Now. Find your way outside.
Yeah.
Here, let me take over.
Oh, I got my pencil in place.
Let me go out through the gate. Let me go forward twice.
Ugh.
So what do you think about that? What was Henry doing?
He was crying.
Crying over his dead parents. And as soon as Nancy showed up, he ran away. Poor Henry. And here's a picture of his parents.
That empty frame.
Oh.
Mom and Dad.
Dad has really weird looking eyes, and Mom looks scary.
Okay, wow. Wow, everybody's hating on them. So let's see. I presume these are his parents, Marianne
What's it?
and Claude. I guess, I don't know, so 1990. So he would have died 17 or so years before the game came out.
Oh,
So when Henry was 1 or 2.
but he was supposed to. They were supposed to die when he was 8.
I don't know. I don't know when. Maybe those aren't the names of his parents then. So we can't talk to Henry about the fact that he cries.
Yes.
So, crybaby. No. How did Bruno die?
How did Bruno die, if you don't mind my asking?
Just dropped dead in the front hallway. I mean, the guy was 95 years old. Here, check it out. Myocardial infarction. That's doctor speak for heart attack.
Attending physician Dr. Gilbert Buford, 504-555-9970. Was that Bruno's doctor?
And his best friend, or so I'm told. I've never met him.
Oh, now we can call the doctor.
Interesting keychain.
That's one of Uncle Bruno's glass eyes. It's the one he was wearing when he died.
How nice.
Anything else?
That's really creepy. It's like, oh, this is the eye that great uncle was wearing when he died. Gonna keep it on my keychain for the rest of my life. Woo! Thank you, Grandpa.
Why is there a model of a cemetery in the other room?
Because great Uncle Bruno used to oversee the cemetery next door. Made that scale model so he could keep track of where everything, or should I say everyone, was. Crafted all those miniature crypts himself. And people think I'm weird.
I think they're both kind of weird. I mean, you're carrying around a dead guy's eyeballs, so... But, I mean, Nancy's carrying around 3 eyeballs from a dead guy, so maybe Nancy's 3 times as weird.
I found this scrap of paper in the fireplace. Do you know anything about it?
No. You always go digging around in people's fireplaces?
Just looking for something that might tell me who that skeleton man was.
Ah,
Are you sure you don't know anything about it?
yes. Anything else?
Is your great-uncle's estate worth very much?
I have no idea, nor will I until I get all his affairs settled. He was a dentist for most of his life, so he must have had some money squirreled away. As you can tell, he was darn good at squirreling away junk.
Have you had any of his things appraised?
Somebody from a curio shop came in and took a quick look around, but it wasn't anything formal.
I'll check back with you later.
I bet that was
Sounds good.
the guy, Lamont.
Yeah.
So, question, Mary, do you think Henry has a girlfriend?
No.
Think he needs a girlfriend?
No.
No. What does he need to stop being so sad all the time?
To get a life?
Wow. Okay. So with this puzzle, it's TBFM. So what's T?
Twilight Sparkle?
No, it's actually toothbrush. What do you think B is? Which one is holding something that's a B?
Well, one of them's holding a baby. No, that's a monkey. Oh, someone's holding a banana.
Yeah, okay, so the banana... The game screen is over here.
Okay.
Okay, then it was F and M.
So fan and monkey.
Okay, take a look at that piece of paper again. I don't remember what the other ones were. It's there in the upper left. LHAPN?
Alright, you remember that.
LHAP.
L, so lollipop.
And then H.
H, hat.
A.
So A is axe.
And then P.
P, puppy.
And then U was umbrella.
Okay, I got that figured. What's up with... Oh.
It's a hidden passageway. Ooh, you can zoom in here. So
creepy.
hold on a second. You can't see the zoom in thing. Eye of the beholder. What do you think's inside that thing?
An eye?
Yes.
Come on, Summer, give me a break here. You never said anything about that. Well, how was I supposed to know? I mean, what am I, telepathic? No, come on, don't get upset. Look, I'll see what I can do, okay? What do you mean, something else? You gotta be kidding me, Summer. I don't have that kind of money. No, I mean, I don't have it now, but I will soon, okay? Bye.
Sounds like he's talking to a dog.
He's talking to a dog?
No, that's what it sounds like.
He's not actually talking to a dog. He was talking to his girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend?
Naturally.
Summer. Summer is the name of his girlfriend.
How did he get a girlfriend?
Ouch! 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 And it sounds like she's just being mean to him. He's like, remember, what did he say? He's like, I don't have that kind of money. I can't get that for you. No, I mean, I can't get it yet. I'll get the money. It sounds like she's just bossing him around and making him buy presents for her.
Ew. Ew.
Yeah, we got that eyeball. Okay, so spider. The spider, what we're going to do is pull the spider web in that correct order. I hit 7 twice, so that's going to make me redo that puzzle again. Sorry. There's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those were the symbols that were on the door in the hidden passageway, giving us the key to the hidden passageway. That's just some loud rain. There we go.
What's that sound? It goes, ah.
It's just an example of what sound effects sound like. And let me see, where's that hidden passage? Was it here? This one? What is this music?
I don't know. Turn it off. Why is there a...
Do you want to play skee ball?
Yeah!
So you need to turn every single one of these into an eyeball. That way you can get an eyeball.
Okay. I keep getting chickens.
Well, if you hit a chicken, then you get an eyeball.
Oh.
You have to hit each thing twice. It's got teeth, chickens, and then eyeballs. Guess what happens when they're all chickens? Easter egg. So you have to hit each thing exactly twice. There you go, see? There's an eyeball. Yeah, this puzzle is kind of a pain if you mess it up. Those ones at the bottom are pretty easy to get, though. Just don't pull back.
No.
Here, can I try to get that back one? Ah, I think you got it. Oh, no. No, I think pulling back all the way gets you the middle row for whatever reason. There we go, there's that back row. Yeah, so is that true? You pull back all the way, you hit the middle row no matter what?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's just get the middle row done. That's so gonna. Oh, what? No. This is what I don't like.
No.
The skee ball challenge. Here, let me try. I'll see if I can get that one on the left. So let's see. Something like this, maybe? Yeah, and then I'll try to get this one in the far right, but I don't... Let's see. So if that's all the way there, then a little bit past all the way. So I moved in, so the arrow moved in, so it's not all the way.
One more time.
Okay, so if that's all the way, then I move my mouse in like this, so it's not all the way. Is that the right angle, though?
I think it's fine.
Okay. Okay,
Yes.
good. Okay. Alright. So you can do the two bottom ones.
No.
It's okay. The bottom ones are easy. At least you don't really have a chance of messing up, I guess, the other ones.
Yeah.
That should be really easy. Just go straight forward. Yeah. Okay, that one's just going to be pointed a little bit down, maybe? Not all the way down, just a little bit down.
I'm trying, okay? It doesn't like me, though.
You need to move your mouse over here on the right side, and you move it up and down.
Yes! Duh. I got one eyeball for all that.
You got one eyeball for all of that. And here's where the eyeballs go.
This must be where I'm supposed to put all the glass eyes I've found.
Can I put
Let's
them in?
see how we're doing.
Nope. Nancy does it automatically. Yeah, it would be kind of a cool puzzle if you got to pick where you put the eyeballs, but no.
I would have put them in order. With color. Send another eyeball.
That's just gum. I think we need to put a special token in there. And this is spider notes. We're going to play those notes on the spiders thing. For an eyeball. Yep, so many puzzles in this room. Let's see. Ooh, okay. You've got this. Here is our secret sound. Zaza.
Lo.
Lou. I think it's Lou.
Ta.
And then
D. Mu. Ta.
and then talk button down here in the bottom left. Yay, you got an eyeball. Okay, I'm gonna type something in here. This is Tammy Tasselman. How do you spell that? So the first person that was buried in the cemetery
That looks like the right name.
is Tammy Tasselman. It's creepy.
Here, Iggy, Iggy, Iggy.
This is where Iggy likes to hang out. We'll give him a low quake.
Iggy, come here, Iggy. Got something for ya.
Ah, guess Iggy's not here now. Do I need to take a look at this first?
What is that?
It's, we could get Iggy to dress up. It's his little dress-up stand.
Iggy, oh, Iggy.
Iggy, don't be a jerk, Iggy. So these are teeth. He was a dentist, baby teeth. So this is the incisor, the lateral incisor, meaning lateral, meaning on the side. Canine or cuspid, the first molar, and the second molar. Oh, so that's what molars are. Ah, good to know. And adults have 3 molars and then 2 bicuspids. Good to know.
Hey, wisdom teeth.
And wisdom teeth.
Hey, there's an eyeball.
Yeah. Nah, you do this. I couldn't grab it quickly enough. We'll pull the thing on the bottom left first. I don't know. Back away. Try backing away. I'll try it again. Ah, too slow. We'll try this again. Jeez. This thing really doesn't like you backing away. So go...
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Like that. So this is the calendar.
May 31st. That's today.
So today, their group is having a secret meeting at Rampart and Domain. Scuttled Bones is the password.
Okay, let's go there.
And this is their group. Bruno, we had a good time. Your friend and fellow Jolly Roger Gilbert. They dress up as skeleton men. So they're a crew, they're a Mardi Gras crew. See, the Jolly Roger crew of New Orleans initiates Dr. Bruno Sinclair to their ranks, and his friend, Dr. Gilbert Buford, was his initiate person. And these are puzzles. Every single one of these are all puzzles that deal with eyeballs.
So we get an eyeball for every one.
Basically, yeah.
How do we solve them?
Well, I'll explain when we get to puzzles. So we are actually going to, I'm going to switch over to Bess now. I think we need to talk to her so we learn about Iggy.
Answering service. How may I help you?
Okay.
I need to talk to Dr. Buford. Could you maybe give me a number where I can reach him?
No, ma'am. I can, is this an emergency?
Sort of. I mean, it's not a
Oh,
medical
wait.
emergency. See, I'm only going to be in town for a short time, and Dr. Buford and I have this mutual friend who died recently, and I just really need to talk to him about it.
Need some consoling, huh?
Yup.
Yes, I need some consoling. That's it exactly.
Well, tell you what. It's against the rules to give you his phone number, but I can tell you that now that he's all but retired, Dr. Buford spends most of his evenings at his favorite gumbo stand down in the French Quarter. If you really need to talk
So
to
he
him,
just
you can
happens to be
probably
where
find
Bess
him
is
there.
right
Great. Do
now.
you know the address?
It's at the
It's very
corner of
convenient.
Rampart and Domain.
Did you say Rampart and Domain?
I did indeed. Granny Pumpkin's Cajun cooking. They make some darn fine gumbo.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I'm truly sorry about your loss.
My loss?
That mutual friend of yours and Dr. Buford's?
Oh, right. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Bye.
Nancy makes up a lie and then immediately forgets it 2 seconds later. Really, Nancy? Okay, so inside the eyeball we got this.
Another eyeball.
Yay! Hooray. Yeah, I wanted to get that before I forgot. Did you want to call the cab company or Ned?
Let's call cab company.
So they're just gonna say, sorry, we can't help you.
Due to current weather and road conditions, cab service to the greater New Orleans area has been temporarily suspended. We regret being unable to serve you at this time.
Call Ned.
So do you know who did that voice? That's Dr. Quigley Kim from Creature Kapu Cave. You can kind of hear it. Let's listen again. It's just not nasally.
Due to current weather and road conditions, cab service to the greater New Orleans area has been temporarily suspended. We regret being unable to serve you at this time.
I like to think Quigley got fired and now she works for a cab company in New Orleans.
Let's call Ned.
We're calling Bess. Sorry, I clicked on Bess.
Hello? Hi, Bess, it's me.
So what's been happening? Tell me everything.
Well, let's see. Since the last time we talked,
Time
I
is
was
marching
just about
on, and
Why are you
time is
singing?
still marching on. I'm just being
Interesting
silly.
stuff.
But the reason I called is, I need you to talk to this doctor named Gilbert Buford, who, as it turns out, likes to hang out at a
Do you see
gumbo
him?
stand called
Yeah.
Granny Pumpkin's Cajun Cookin', which should be right across from our hotel.
You just want me to talk to him? That's it? Nothing nefarious? No black ops stuff?
He was Bruno Bellay's doctor, and apparently his best friend, too. I just need for you to see if he thinks there was anything weird about the way Bruno died.
What do you mean by weird?
I mean, I kind of think maybe Bruno was murdered.
Murdered?
By whom?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Everyone's a suspect at this point.
Including this Gilbert Buford guy?
Well,
Great, I'm gonna be chatting up Jack the Ripper.
oh, I'm sure the guy's fine, but be subtle, just in case.
Well, I can see the gumbo stand from our balcony. If he's the guy that's sitting down there, I guess he looks harmless. Okay, I'll go talk to him.
Thanks, Beth. Let me know what happens.
Cheerio!
Okay, click on him to talk to him. And I think we need to talk to him until he mentions the iguana.
How kind of you to grace an old man with your lovely presence.
Are you Dr. Gilbert Buford?
I'm delighted to report that I am indeed.
Do you mind if I join you?
Of course not. A little lively discourse would brighten this gloomy evening considerably. This here is my favorite spot in the whole city. Delicious gumbo, pleasing view, particularly now, I might add.
My name's Bess Marvin. I'd like to ask you some questions about Bruno Bolet, if that's okay?
I'd prefer subject matter of a happier nature, but I do not want to seem inhospitable, so what is it you want to know?
Is it just me or are his eyes red?
They're red.
Okay.
Is there any
They
doubt
match
in
his
your
bow
mind as
tie.
to how Dr. Bolet died?
He died of a myocardial infarction, most likely caused by age-related atherosclerosis. Dying of a heart attack is all too common for people who are socially isolated, and Bruno Bolet had most certainly become that.
I thought Bruno Bolet was your best friend.
Well, now, I was certainly his best friend, but I cannot honestly say that he was mine. Fact is, while socializing with my fellow man, particularly with pretty young women such as yourself, has always been a source of pleasure for me, Bruno was just the opposite. Unfortunately, the older he got, the more numerous his idiosyncrasies became, and the less concerned about their negative effect upon others he became.
Let me see. I think scroll down a bit. I want to see. Where was he when he died? I think that's what we need to ask.
Where was Dr. Bolet when he had his MI?
In the foyer of his house, just inside the front door. In fact, I hadn't seen him for a while, so I picked that day to pay him a visit. I walked up to the front door, found it unlocked as usual, opened it, and there he was, lying on the floor in obvious distress. The next thing I know, his housekeeper came running in and started shrieking and carrying on until finally I sent her out of the room so she could summon an ambulance and I could once again hear myself think. Well, let's see. Then I knelt down and saw that he wasn't breathing. So I pulled him away from the doorway so I'd have more room to work on him and began chest compressions. I continued until the medics arrived, but nothing they did made a difference either.
Was Dr. Belay unconscious the whole time?
Yes, he was.
Can you remember anything that might indicate what he was doing by the front door? I mean, had he just come in from a walk? Was he wearing a hat? Was he holding anything? Had he dropped something? An umbrella? Sunglasses?
Wait a minute. Why, yes, he was holding something. A piece of paper. And on the floor next to him was an envelope. He must have collapsed while reading a letter.
Do you know what happened to it?
Now, I know the letter was no longer in Bruno's hand when the paramedics arrived, so perhaps he released the letter when I moved him. And yet, I do not recall seeing it on the floor when they wheeled him out the door. Iggy.
What's Icky?
Iggy. Iggy is an iguana Bruno befriended, then turned loose in his home. It soon developed the annoying habit of stealing paper and stockpiling it in the vent system.
Yeah, see, that's the clue. So now Nancy knows Iggy lives inside the vent system. With paper.
Are you saying an iguana made off with the letter Bruno had been reading?
It would not have been the first time a missing document ended up in Iggy's possession. Renee would periodically call me saying the lizard had absconded with one of Bruno's prescriptions and would I please write her up a replacement. In any case, Bruno once told me he was training Iggy. Said he taught Iggy to retrieve the things it had stolen.
Did they do an autopsy on Dr. Bolay?
No. Given Bruno's advanced age and the absence of any indication of foul play, an autopsy was deemed unnecessary, and the body was cremated according to Bruno's wishes.
I hear that you're a member of the Jolly Rogers crew. Is that true?
Perhaps I am. Perhaps I am not. I'm sure someone as charming and attractive as yourself has her share of secrets, too. Am I right?
Be that as it may, just what is a crew?
Crews are organizations whose primary purpose is to put on parades during Mardi Gras. They also put on fabulous parties. Very private parties. Members only. Some consider crews to be private clubs. Secret societies is a term others have used. However, back in the 1990s, the city decided not to issue the Jolly Rogers any more parade permits, unless they opened their crew to pretty much anyone who wanted to join. So, refusing to be blackmailed, they chose instead to simply not put on parades anymore. As far as the city is concerned, the Jolly Rogers no longer exist.
Was Bruno Bolay a Jolly Roger too?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
They totally were in the Jolly Rogers. We saw the picture.
Did Dr. Bolay ever say anything to you about owning a crystal skull?
Why, yes. Yes, he did. In fact, he showed it to me once. Said it had magical powers. Said owning it was going to allow him to live forever. I thought it was utter nonsense and told him so. Well, he didn't appreciate that at all. Refused to talk to me for a full 2 weeks.
Do you have any idea where he kept it?
No. He was terrified that someone would steal it from him, so he told no one its location. Not even me. Tell me, Miss Bess, what do you know about that crystal skull?
This friend of mine, who is also a friend of Henry Bolay, you know, Dr. Bolay's great-nephew. Anyway, while she was visiting Henry, she saw this book in Bruno's library about the legendary crystal skulls and was kind of intrigued and thought that since Henry said that you were pretty much Bruno's only friend, maybe Bruno had said something to you about it, and as it turns out, he had. That's all I know.
I see. Well, much as I'd like to believe that skull holds the key to immortality, I'm afraid Bruno's passing proves it's worthless. Although it would make an attractive paperweight, as I recall. Tell your friend not to give it another thought.
So what do you think about Dr. Buford here? Is he a nice guy or is he creepy?
He seems nice enough, but I think he's the one who killed him because the other person didn't say anything about him being there.
Do you think it's possible that Renee caused Dr.
Renee?
Bolet's death by, say, hoarding the pills from those missing prescriptions and giving them to him all at once?
No. Had he died of an overdose of the medications I had prescribed, the manner of his death would have been quite different. But he died of a heart attack. Of that, I am certain. However, I know for a fact that Renee is deeply involved in the practice of hoodoo. And as Bruno's housekeeper, she had ample opportunity to use it against my poor old friend.
You mean hoodoo really works?
Young lady, never, ever underestimate the power of suggestion. If a person believes in something, even on a subconscious level, fantasy can easily become fact. And who knows what rubbish Renee filled Bruno's mind with? Drink this, don't eat that, this brings good luck, that brings bad, day in and day out. Even if he said he didn't believe a word of it, who knows how much his subconscious was absorbing? He was very old and vulnerable. So could Renee have caused Bruno to have that fatal heart attack? There's not a doubt in my mind she could indeed.
Dun dun dun.
Thanks for your time.
Good night.
So you think he's the murderer, but he thinks that Renee's the murderer.
Yeah, he's blaming it on Renee.
Oh, so are they just gonna blame each other? Do you think Lamont might be the murderer? The guy who sells random garbage?
Hello?
No, because he
That's
sells random
Oops.
garbage.
Looks like
Oh.
Dr. Buford
Do you think
decided
Henry
to
could
send
be the
him
murderer?
He's not at Granny Pumpkin's anymore?
No.
Nope. But here's what else I've learned since I talked to you last.
He could have tried to murder his great uncle to get all his money so he could buy presents for his girlfriend.
And that's all she wrote.
No.
Excellent. Thanks for the report.
Stay in touch. See ya.
No. Okay, so you basically narrowed it down to Dr. Buford and Renee.
Creepy house lady.
Yeah. Basically, the two creepy people are suspects.
Yeah. Maybe it's a creepy house lady. I don't know. It's just one of those. I know it is.
Where's Iggy? Iggy's still not here yet. Boo.
How rude.
Okay, so we pull this to go downstairs. Let's solve some of those puzzles in that giant book.
Oh yeah, the eye book.
This one, this puzzle, where is that eye book? Here it is. So time will tell. So what you do is, okay, midday, that's noon, and then 3 hours past noon, and then 2 hours past that, and then 9 hours before, and 6 hours before, and then 9 hours ahead. So those are all the numbers. And so it was 12, then 3, then 2 hours ahead, then what was it, 6 hours behind, and then it's going to be 8. Wait a minute, I think I messed up. So it's going to be 12, 3, 5, 8, 2, and 11. And you have to do this 3 times for all 3 of their stories. Creepy. Yeah, so all 3 of the stories, where are they? So at high noon, the sheriff stepped and dressed. 5 hours ago, I told you to do stuff. And then the next one, midnight and dark and stormy night, 4 hours before. So 12, 7, 10, 3, 2, 1. 2, 1. Next one is going to be 12, 8, 10.
Can I do it?
Sure. 12,
12, 8, okay.
there's 8, yeah.
8,
10,
this is 10, right?
Yep. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Did you click on the thing for 4? Okay, 9.
Oops.
That was 10. Oh no, you went past 9. Okay, stop. That's 9. Okay, and then 11. Is that it?
I think you got me to click the 4 twice by accident.
Okay, well I didn't see you click the 4. So let's see. 8, 12, 8, 10, 4, 9, 11. Let me show how that Tammy Tasselman thing works. I'll just demonstrate it. So the first person buried on his watch, where's that Tammy Tasselman here? Well, this is the list of everybody who died there. Is there a Tammy here? I thought I saw it for a moment, but I guess I could be wrong. So many pages. Okay, actually here. So the first person was Tammy Tasselman, buried in Tierra Siesta. And what we have to do is visit her grave. According to that. Where's that puzzle note? Not that one. Nancy's just carrying so many things at this point.
Why doesn't she ever drop them?
I don't know why.
I thought she's done with them.
Okay, it was the last person buried. We'll start you hunting through the graveyard. What's written on the headstone will lead you to another. So we need to go to Tammy's, and she's in the Tierra Siesta, which is somewhere. Cute little alligator. Yeah, she's here. Here's Tierra Siesta. Spooky music. Ah. Anyway, yeah, so we'll go to Tierra Siesta and find Tammy's grave, and that will give us a clue to somebody else. It's just going to be a big scavenger hunt. But first, let's solve this puzzle. So this is the history of Quincy's teeth. The history of teeth. And then the librarian's tale is going to be another one. A great keeper books an eye. I'll solve that one in a moment. So upper right second molar, lower left lateral incisor. We're basically clicking on the teeth in the order they're mentioned. And then the Charlie Wicker thingy, and then we've got that one too. So many puzzles. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then as an adult, we operated on these teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eyeball. With the librarian's tale, we just go through this. Just look at all these books. Most of them mention eyes, like there's eye candy, fake eyes, turn a blind eye.
Tale. Something Bruno Bollet wrote in that Tired Eyes book mentioned the librarian's eye.
So many books. Okay, so the tale is here.
Here we go. A librarian's tale.
And the answer is 1540. What you do is you add up those numbers on those pieces of paper. Ooh, and now we get to blackmail Henry, I think.
Yes.
Because Nancy knows she needs all the eyeballs, so she's gonna get the glass eye by blackmailing him. You know what that means?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you think I could borrow your keychain? The one that has Bruno's glass eye on it?
You want to borrow it? What for?
Actually, all I really want is the eye. I mean, it's just so cool.
What if you break it?
I won't. I'll be really careful, I promise.
I don't think I want to take that chance. Sorry.
The box of your great uncle's things that you sold to Zeke's curio shop, that was a no-no, wasn't it?
What box of things? I don't know what you're talking about.
The guy who owns the shop said you sold him a box of assorted items. I'm assuming they used to be Bruno's.
Well, somebody screwed up somewhere because I haven't sold anything to anybody. Why would I sell one lousy box of stuff when I'm about to inherit a whole house full of stuff? Get real.
You sold it because you needed some quick cash in order to keep Summer happy, didn't you?
How do you know about her?
Playing detective is actually a lot more than a hobby with me. I could make a lot of trouble for you, Henry, but if you come clean, tell me about Summer.
She's this girl I'm in love with. I think she loves me back, but she's so unpredictable it drives me nuts.
What should Nancy say? You argue a
You
lot?
argue a lot?
All the time, mostly over how schizoid she is. I mean, I never know what's gonna make her happy. Like, just before I left, I took practically every bit of cash I had and bought her a bunch of CDs. You know, to keep her occupied while I was gone, right? Well, as soon as I get here, she calls and says her sound system just went bluey, and I had to buy her a new one, because what good were the CDs I bought her if she couldn't play them? So then
you threw a bunch of Bruno's things into a box and sold it to that curio shop.
yeah, I wired her the money, but then she called and said she also needed new headphones. Next call, it was new speakers, and now she expects me to buy her a flat-screen TV. When I try to talk to her about always wanting more like that, she gets really mad. But I'm afraid if I don't give her what she wants, I'm afraid she'll dump me. And I couldn't take that. I mean, she's the only girlfriend I've ever had. Ever will have, probably. Look, you don't need to go telling Renee or any of those lawyers about selling that stuff, right?
So what do you think about poor Henry and his greedy girlfriend? Do you think he should still date her, or should he dump her?
Just dump her and ask for the money back. And then if she doesn't give it back, hire a lawyer.
But you can't. Can you really sue somebody? It's like I don't know. It's like, hey, she needs to return the CD system.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, Henry. I'll forget about it if you give me that glass eyeball.
I can't just ignore what you did, Henry.
I know. You still want the glass eye? Take it. Go ahead. It's all yours. You want something, I want something. Take it and we're even, okay?
Well, it's not like you sold off half the estate or anything.
$300. That's all I've gotten out of his estate. I swear. Go on, take it.
Ha.
I was naughty, but from now on I'll be nice, I promise.
Do you know anything about the crystal skull that was in that box of junk you sold to Zeke's?
There wasn't any crystal skull in that box.
Are you sure? It would have been inside another box.
Well, I did throw in some smaller boxes. Like I said, I was just grabbing stuff. Was it valuable?
All I really know for sure right now is that it's missing.
Great. Be just my luck to have sold something that wasn't junk to that glorified trash collector.
Did you know that Bruno was a member of a group called the Jolly Rogers?
No. Should I care?
Maybe not, but I care. They apparently ran around wearing skeleton man costumes.
Don't know anything about it, sorry.
I'll check back with you later.
Whatever.
Whatever, man. So I'm gonna solve the spider puzzle right now. And then we'll do the next big puzzle. So it's C. Woo! Got them. Another eyeball.
Where's your keyhole?
That's where we got the key for the hidden passage, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So we need to get this.
This shovel with the weird handle. Do you think I could borrow it?
Dr. Bolay took great interest in that shovel. Don't know why. He never used it. Just like to see it hanging there. Me, I use it to dig up roots.
I could dig you up some roots.
Right now, I need mushrooms. I was hoping to get them picked tonight, but from the looks of all this potting I still have to do,
What do you need mushrooms for?
dried and crushed, they comprise the main ingredients in one of my tonics. Tell you what, I need 5 painted conchs. They're mushrooms that have got a short, fat stem and a large bell-shaped cap covered with big red dots. You might find 1 or 2 here in the garden, but you'll have better luck in the boggy part of the cemetery. You get me 5, no more, no less, and I'll let you borrow that shovel.
Deal.
If you insist.
You picked the other option. Nancy's angry option.
How else may I be of service to you?
Were you in the house when Dr. Bollé passed away?
I was indeed. I was in the library cleaning when all of a sudden I heard a big thump. I
Thump,
hurried
thump.
out to investigate, and sure enough, there was Dr. Bollé lying by the front door. And as I rushed over to him, the door opened and in walked Gilbert Buford. He took
that
one
doesn't
look at
match
Dr.
up.
Bollé and hollered at me to call 911.
Their stories don't
so
match?
I ran back into the library
No,
and did
they
just that.
don't.
When I came back
I think
out,
one of them's
Gilbert
lying.
was leaning over
Yeah.
Dr. Bollé, listening for breathing, I suppose. And then he started pushing up and down on his chest, but it was too late. Even I could tell that Dr. Bollé was gone.
I want to ask about this letter.
Gilbert recalls seeing a letter in Dr. Bollé's hand, as if he had keeled over while reading his mail.
I suppose it's possible. The mail does come about then. But I helped remove the body, and I surely don't recall seeing any letter. In the back of my mind, I have always wondered about Gilbert Buford showing up at the door at that exact moment.
I'll see you later.
Take care, hon.
Yeah, their stories don't match at all. She doesn't
No.
remember the letter or anything.
I think it's her.
Let's see, this puzzle, the solution is 33214. And this was in that book, too. It showed the position you want to get these feathers in.
What?
Yeah, so 3 pushes that one out. It's basically that flower growing puzzle that we saw in Creature of Kapu Cave. So 3 pushes 1 out, and then 2. Looks like 2 pushes all of those out. Wow. And then 1. One changes it like this. And then 4. So the solution was 33214, everyone. And we get them all in the correct position.
It's Nancy in the leg. Nancy's gotta go back to emergency room. Ow! Ow!
Okay, Dr. Bollé. Okay, so this game was made in 2007. So that's when Dr. Bollé died. And this is where he's buried. Although he's cremated, so I guess he's not really buried. I guess they have an urn with his ashes inside. So the bird dropped this. And each one of these is an eyeball.
Dude.
I'm not sure. Yeah, why would you wear an eyeball like that? I think one of them is super weird. That's kind of weird too. Most people don't. What do you call that part of the eye? The pupil?
Yeah.
This is a weird. It's a hexagon.
Yeah, but it still looks kind of normal without the black line.
Yeah, without the black line. I guess it looks normal enough. One more. Ooh, we've got 21 of the eyeballs.
Oh my gosh. Ah.
So this looks like a normal eye. Look how it's all red and bloody. Man, you would freak so many people out with that.
Yeah. Just shove it over your real eye.
No, not over your real eye.
This has got to be a painted conch.
You put it in the hole where your eye is missing.
Why would your eye be missing?
Well, that's how glass eyes work. He wore
Another
it
painted
in
cock.
his
Yes.
eye socket. Okay, so
Can you see with them like Mad Eye Moody?
no, you can't see with a fake eye.
But Mad Eye Moody can.
That's because he's magic.
Ooh.
Okay, so I have the instructions for this puzzle. We go up, right, and then upright. That takes us here to Tierra Siesta. So Tammy Tasselman's grave says, couldn't sleep without a peep, so when she died, we buried her deep. So let me grab my piece of paper. Couldn't sleep without a peep, so when she died, we buried her deep. That relates to the grave of Constance Snoring. Constance Snoring.
Haha.
That's gotta be it.
Get it? Constant snoring. Yeah, okay, so now we're gonna go down right and then right to a mushroom. Dude, this is gonna be a fun mushrooms. This is gonna be the end game sequence. We're gonna catch the culprit trying to sneak on here. And guess what happens when you step on the log? Alligator. So, we're gonna stop the culprit with an alligator. Yes, okay, so we go down and up for Constant Snoring, who is in this one. Now what you're supposed to do is go back to the cemetery book and look through all the names until you find one which fits. But it's a lot easier not to go back all the time. So never early, never late. That is just in time.
That looks like the right name.
So left, up, and then up. Okay, left, up twice, and then left.
Besides constantly snoring, are these like real people?
I'm not sure if any of these are real people. I don't think the game tells us either. All dressed up with no place to go. I'd like to think that these are just fake graves, and he didn't make a puzzle with real people who died.
That would be creepy if he did.
Yeah, so
Or if she did.
There.
It's Dr.
I'm no
Bolay.
dummy.
Oh.
So yeah, it was Dr. Bolay. Mannequin. I'm no dummy, says Nancy. Does that joke make sense?
No.
Okay. A mannequin can also be called a dummy. So here we're gonna get another mushroom. I'm saving time by doing them both at the same time rather than searching the entire graveyard.
How many mushrooms do we have?
I think we have all 5 of them. I could be wrong.
Can we check?
4. It says 4.
Okay.
So mannequin, who died in debt? It's Owen Moore.
That looks like the right name.
Owen Moore.
He's always owing more money, yeah. A stand-up person. This stand-up person is Neil Down.
Let's hope
Kneel
Neil
down.
is lying down by now.
Why did they bury someone kneeling?
Yeah, usually they bury people when they're lying down.
No, you could just have them lay against the back of the coffin and then bury the coffin upright.
What? I'm like, okay, so I want you guys to bury me. Could you bury me upside down? Why? Because it really hurts my back, so I gotta sit there. Okay, all that's left of me are these old bones. So this is Myra Maines.
Bingo.
So Myra Maines is gonna be upright, then left, and then upright again. So she's also gonna be in Tierra Siesta. Bloom too late, prune too early. Rose winter spring.
Smells right to me.
And Rose is just right next door. She would have given you the shirt off her back. No.
This name doesn't fit the clue.
No, okay. It's actually Polly. I can't type. Esther Givens.
Hopefully this will Givens me a clue.
So down right, down, and then down right again. And this should be the last one. Same name as my dog at 10, moved from his grave and then buried again.
That sounds awful.
It actually does sound awful. So we need to know what the dog's name was, and we're going to call Bess for that.
Talk to the old
Hello?
guy.
Hi, Bess.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Great. I just took a nice, luxurious bubble bath and I'm ready to boogie. When are you coming back here?
That's still kind of hard to say, but listen. Remember that old photo of a boy and his dog you said you saw in that box of stuff Henry sold to Lamont?
Yeah?
Did it look like it was maybe taken in the 1920s?
That's exactly what it looked like. Why?
Because I need to find out the name of Bruno Bolet's dog. And if that boy was Bruno, then that was probably his dog. Was there any writing on the picture?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think it said Bruno.
That's all it said? Just Bruno?
No, it said Bruno but whatever came after and was hidden by the frame.
I really need to know the name of that dog.
Oh, no. No, you don't. No more snooping.
Bess, just get into that box again and see if the dog's name is on that picture. That's all I want you to do.
How? I can't just go waltzing into Lamont's back room. And he's for sure as heck not gonna fall for that sneeze contraption again.
There must be some other way you can distract him. Please, Bess, I can't tell you how important this is. You've got to do this for me, please.
Absolutely, unequivocally, for the last time, no. Who am I kidding? We're not gonna have any fun here until you solve this mystery, and since you can't do that until I do this... Okay, I'll sneak into the back room and take another look at that photo. I mean, I will if I don't screw up.
Think positive, Bess. You're going to do fine.
You bet I am. In fact,
She's not gonna
I'm
screw
not going to
up.
call you
Yes, she
again
is.
until I have seen that picture.
She's gonna
Going in.
be
You
mean.
go, girl.
It's not nice at all, actually. So here's the trick. She needs to find a way to get rid of him again.
Hey,
So we ask him about the gumbo.
That gumbo stand outside? What do you think? Is it pretty authentic?
outstanding. Just watch the hot sauce. Whatever's in it gives my stomach instant fits.
Instant
I
fix.
still feel guilty about that sneezing thing, so how about I go and get you a nice big bowl of gumbo?
Just so happens I'm starving, so hey, you got a deal.
Great. I'll be right back.
So he's allergic to the hot sauce.
So you put hot sauce on it.
Could you repeat that louder?
So you put hot sauce on it.
Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We made him sneeze. We made him sneeze, and now we're gonna give him some extra hot sauce. Let's go with the gumbo.
Can I get a gumbo to go, please? Dive in.
He doesn't notice that hot sauce, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess he's just not a very, very observant person.
Yeah. So what? We're just gonna make him sick again?
Yep. He's just gonna run to the bathroom.
There you go. Enjoy.
Uh-oh. Oh, you're gonna have to excuse me.
Fortunately, we don't have to spend too much time here. We just look at the dog's name, that's all.
And run out.
Uh-oh. I better get out of here.
Grant. Get out! Get out!
I'm trying. Okay, I think she gets out automatically.
The dog's name was Grant?
That's what it said on the photo. Kind of a weird name for a dog, huh?
Yeah, well, Bruno Bolet was kind of a weird guy. Hey, thanks a lot, Bess. You've been a huge help.
I'll tell you, being sneaky takes a lot out of me. I'm exhausted.
I still don't know when I'll get back there, so just kind of hang loose, okay?
Story of my life. Call me if you need me.
I will. Bye.
So, did we get all the mushrooms? I thought we only got 4.
We only got 4.
4. Let's see if she accepts
Did you
it.
pick me those mushrooms
No,
yet?
no, still working on it.
Still working on it. How else may I be of service to you? I'll see you
She
later.
said there might
Take
be
care,
one
hon.
here.
No, she said they'd be like in the graveyard. I already caught the one that's in here, right? I already got both of those. Oh, I forgot to look up where Grant was buried. I don't have any idea. Do you?
No.
Yeah, let's just look it up. I'll show you how you're supposed to solve this puzzle. So Grant, I think is that a first name or a last name?
I don't know.
Well, let's just look for both. Do you
I'll
want to
look
take
on
the
the
last? Okay, you can. Okay, I'll look at the last names. Here's Rose Winterspring. Here. Grant, Withering Roots Memorial. Number 1000. Which one is Withering Roots?
It just sounds sad.
I know. Here it is. Okay, so it's up and then left. Okay, up and then left.
Okay.
And then hopefully you can find that last mushroom that I missed. So, yeah, looks like we got both in the garden. Did I get the one here? Yeah, there it is. There's that last one. So it's just up and left. Good. Pirate hat and an eyeball.
That's a really creepy eyeball.
Yep.
Alright, you got all this ladies' mushroom.
Yeah, we have that lady's mushrooms. Do you want to do the pirate hat thing or the digging challenge?
Did you pick me those mushrooms
I
yet?
don't care.
Okay.
Sure did.
I'll
Well,
go.
bless your heart, you did it. Actually, picking the one growing on the logs sticking out of the swamp was a little hairy.
Oh my. I forgot to warn you about Bernie, didn't I?
If by Bernie you mean the alligator that almost had me for dinner, yeah, you did.
He's another one of Dr. Bolay's pets. He'd kick that log to get Bernie's attention, then feed him marshmallows. Problem is, now that gator leaps up and snaps every time someone so much as touches that log. I should have said something, but I've gotten so used to Bernie, I just plain forgot. Anyway, feel free to help yourself to that shovel. You earned it.
I forgot
I'll
about
leave
the
you to your
killer
potting.
animal
Take care, hon.
right there.
Yeah.
Just forgot. Just forgot.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember these things. I'm old. I have a bad memory now.
I'm an old lady. I forgot all this important stuff.
Arshu's trying to kill Nancy. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, that might have worked.
Why would you want to kill Nancy though? She still needs Nancy to get those mushrooms for her.
Because Nancy's getting too close.
Here, Iggy,
To
Iggy.
solving the mystery.
Yeah.
Come and get it, Iggy.
Now we've got Iggy. Okay, so we can dress him up in multiple costumes.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Do you want to do the pirate first, or do you want to do the eye doctor?
Let's do the eye doctor.
I think this is the eye doctor. Yeah, I think that's the eye doctor, yeah.
Now
Now we back away, and he gives us an eyeball? Yes.
did we call him back?
Yeah.
Here, Iggy, Iggy, Iggy.
Oh, but we need another loquate to call him back. So we have to go and do that bee puzzle again. I'm gonna let you handle it this time.
What's the bee puzzle?
Remember the one I did where you just click all the bees?
Oh.
I guess they're wasps, not bees.
Can we just like do the puzzle multiple times to get a bunch?
No. You have to go all the way back to do it again. Okay, so yeah, you click in order to get rid of one of them.
Ouch!
Don't let them turn red like that. The ones that turn red will sting you.
What happens if you get stung too many times?
You die.
Ouch! Ow!
You just have to keep going until you die or you win.
Ouch!
Yep. Got it.
Finally.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to do it like a third time.
Me neither.
Me neither. Okay, so where is that one guy? I've already forgotten. Okay, Charlie. So he's going to be over there and up to the left. No, not there. Let's see. I guess down here and up to the left. That's there. Down left. Here. So Charlie, with the, it's west, north, east, south, west, north, west, southeast, northeast, northeast, southwest. Remember all those?
Sure.
I've got it right down here. Okay, so west. So you're going to move 4. So let me show you how this works. First you press the move button. See how it's got 4 fingers there? So you're going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next is north. So you click the N button for north. How many times do I move north?
2.
1, 2. Next is east. How many times east?
2. 1.
1. Now you're taking over. South. So click on south. Then west. North. West. South. East. North. East. North. East.
Again?
Yep. South. And then west. There. So that leads us to this plot of land. We're going to use a shovel here. All that work for?
An eyeball?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that eyeball.
What?
Oh no, people in the chat are saying they want to see the letter. I don't know. That puzzle is really, really difficult. And you don't have to get the letter in order to beat the game. Did you want to do the wasp puzzle one more time?
Okay.
Alright, Mary's up for it. Then we'll get the letter. If you dress him up like a letter person, we get to see the letter that Dr. Buford... not Dr. Buford. Dr. Bolet was reading when he died.
Can I dress him up like a mailman?
Yeah, let's get him all dressed up like a mailman.
And then we have to dress him up more to get those to get more eyeballs.
A pirate, yeah.
Okay. I'll do it.
Okay. Which one's the mailman?
The mailman has this hat, and it's blue tie, and it's a letter basket. And what is this?
Put the letter basket near its arm. Okay, there. And now just back away. And he'll give us the letter.
Dear Dr. Bullock, I have completed my review of the data gleaned from the test I ran last Tuesday on the crystalline replica of the human skull which you and Miss Amendi brought in. What follows is the simple answer regarding its authenticity, which of the two of you requested. My analysis shows that the skull, well made, of remarkably pure crystal, was carved using modern instruments. In layman terms, the skull is fake. Thank you again for allowing Milo Research and Technology to serve you. Chase Milo. So it's fake.
Yeah, according to this letter. But if we call Chaz, he's going to say something different.
Yeah? Is this Milo Research and Technology?
This is Chaz, Milo. Service forwarded your call to my cell. What do you want?
Are you alright?
I'm at the gym. On the treadmill. It's called multitasking.
Well, about the letter you sent to Dr. Boulay, you know, where you told him the skull was a fake, I was just wondering...
I never told him that.
Never told him what?
I told him that skull was authentic.
No, you said in the letter the skull was carved using modern instruments.
I said all the tests I ran proved the skull had been hand-carved and hand-polished. Probably took decades to make.
But the letter Dr. Boulay got said just the opposite.
Then the letter he got must not have been the letter that I wrote.
Are you saying the crystal skull is real?
Hey, I'm not saying it's magic or anything. I'm just saying it wasn't made using 19th century, 20th century, or 21st century technology.
Did you carbon date it to see how old it was?
The thing was pure quartz. No carbon in quartz. No carbon, no carbon dating. Hey, look, I'm gonna hang up now. If I try to talk anymore, I'm gonna pass out.
Just one more question. Did you send that letter saying the skull was authentic to anyone else?
No, just Dr. Boulay. I heard he died recently. Good thing I billed him up front.
Yeah, well, thanks for your help.
No problem.
How many eyes do we have?
We're missing just the one. Yep, so somebody switched the letter to induce a heart attack, thereby murdering the old man.
Ooh, I bet it was the old lady. Or the old other man.
Yeah, you still haven't figured out which one of them is your primary suspect?
I think the old lady. Because the other guy made a very convincing thing about why it's not him. But
He had a good excuse.
But it might be the old man. I don't know. It's one of the old people.
I think that's probably it. Oh, somebody was killed an old person? Must be another old person.
I want to dress him up.
That's how your process goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Come and get it, Iggy.
Man, would it be so cool if we could just use the Easter eggs on him rather than having to solve that puzzle? I solved it in record time. Jeez, did you see how quickly I solved that one?
Yeah. Alright,
Yeah.
so I'm dressing
Pirate.
him up like a pirate?
Yeah.
Can't I dress him up like a clown?
Just do it as a pirate.
What happens when I dress him up as a clown?
I forget. Just dress him up like a pirate for now.
This...
And there's a pirate sword around his waist. Okay, now back away. I'll see if I can use the Easter egg on him. I don't think it's gonna work.
I don't think Iggy likes being dressed up.
Yeah, he just kind of stares angrily.
Well, I mean, he's an iguana, so...
Ah, you can't
They
use the
gave him
Easter
a
egg.
treasure chest.
Oh yeah, pirate treasure chest.
It's got a treasure chest and there's an eye in it.
The name that opens every Jolly Roger meeting opens me.
What is it called? Can I do it?
So we don't know what name opens up every Jolly Roger meeting. So how are we going to figure that out? Is there somebody near a Jolly Roger meeting tonight?
Yes.
Yes. So we are going to force Bess to infiltrate the creepy skeleton man group just so we can get the name that they say at the start of the meeting.
Hello? Hi, Bess. Listen, you busy?
Why?
I need you to do something for me.
Sorry, I'm busy.
I need you to infiltrate the meeting of the Jolly Rogers crew that's about to be held at
I'm busy
Rampart
right now.
which is
Sorry,
gonna be right
Nancy.
near
I'll
I'm
call you
busy
back
not
later.
doing it. Yeah.
Now, to get into the meeting, you'll need to put on that skeleton man costume you saw in the back room. And once you're in the meeting, you'll need to listen for the name that opens the meeting so you can tell me what it is, okay?
No.
No.
Beth,
See?
I know you don't like to do stuff like this, but this is really, really, really important, and it'll be the last thing I ask you to do. I promise.
Absolutely, incorrectly, infruitively, intrusively, no.
I don't think you pronounced any of those words correctly. Well, you got the word no right.
Absolutely, unequivocally, irrefutably, incontrovertibly, no. Which of course actually means yes, because if I don't do this...
Oh,
I'll
wait,
miss out
yes,
on my
yes,
myself
we're gonna
and
do
give
it.
up. And since we both know you will never give up, I don't suppose it would do any good to point out that the curio shop is closed.
Oh man, the gumbo place is gone too.
The password is Scuttled Bones.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
That's the spirit.
So I'm gonna solve this puzzle because this is a little weird. Ew. Oh. So what you need to do is use your powder here to see what the things are.
Weird.
Yeah, this was like in game number 4 where Nancy learned this trick. I wish it was explained like some point in this game. So it's 28905. And now Nancy breaks into his place and puts on the Skeleton Man costume,
You
which
mean Bess?
Bess, yes, right. Bess is wearing the dead Dr. Skeleton Man costume.
It's not creepy at all.
Yeah, hopefully he didn't die while wearing these clothes. Oh, there's his nasal spray. I guess he does have nose allergies. Alarm will sound. That's actually a death sequence early on in the game. If you go through the alarm door, he gets mad at you. And the police show up and Bess meets a hot fireman. And Nancy's like, Bess, I don't care that you met a hot fireman. Okay, so I'm in the costume.
This is my...
Bess is not the good sidekick and George is the better one.
Password?
Yeah.
Right. Let's see.
Where's Scuttled
Scuttled Bones.
Well, Bess is going to be really cool here. Check it out. Or maybe not cool. We'll see how you think.
George?
Jean Lafitte! Jean Lafitte! Jean Lafitte! Jean Lafitte! He is shaking his baby rattle.
Welcome, my fellow Jolly
I know
Rogers.
that
We
voice.
have several pressing matters to discuss this evening, so let us begin. As you may or may not have heard, certain city officials are attempting to deny us the right not only to gather in public places during the Mardi Gras season, but they have also seen fit to...
Shoot, I forgot to turn off my cell phone.
It
Bess.
seems we have an uninvited guest. Get him!
She forgot to turn off her cell phone. I wonder who was calling.
You're making a big mistake. Let go of me. Look, I'm not here to make trouble. You're making a big deal out of nothing. Can we just talk about this? Where are you taking me?
That guy is so creepy.
Explain.
Just won't
Why,
stop
it seems
laughing.
Our trespasser is of the female variety. Let's have a look.
That's right. You that you were the one who attacked my friend over at the Bolay mansion today. And if you don't tell me why right now, I promise you, you are gonna be in one big world of hurt.
The young lady's clearly upset about something. Clarence, take over the meeting while I try to find out why she's making all these crazy accusations.
They're not crazy and you know it.
I will tell you everything, Miss Marvin, in private.
And he did. He told me everything, Nancy. I bluffed him into confessing. You would have been so proud of me. Oh, and before I forget, the name they chanted at the start of the meeting was Jean Lafitte.
Jean Lafitte. Great. Now, what did Dr. Buford tell you?
Okay. First off, he said that with his dying breath, Bruno Bolay directed him to steal the painting of Henry's parents and lock it up in Henry's parents' crypt. Bruno seemed to think that way Henry would wind up with the crystal skull instead of somebody else.
So Dr. Buford dressed up in his skeleton man costume, stole the canvas, and hid it in the crypt like Bruno asked.
That must have been when Renee saw Mr. Death.
But then, Dr. Buford had second thoughts and decided to hag with Henry. He wanted that crystal skull for himself. So this afternoon, he dressed up in his skeleton man costume again and snuck into Henry's house so he could get the key from that mini cemetery and retrieve the painting he'd left in that crypt, knowing the painting would somehow lead him to the skull.
Only I walked in on him and ruined everything.
Right. And now that we're onto him, he says he no longer wants the skull. He's embarrassed that he allowed his superstitious side to get the best of him and says whoever finds the skull is welcome to it. At least that's what Dr. Buford said. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
I told him you were looking for the skull.
That's all right.
Actually, I told him you were on the verge of finding it.
Why would you tell him that?
I don't know. I got carried away. So if he lied to me and he really does still want the skull, then he might come after you. He left right after we talked, and I don't think he went back into that meeting. What if he's on his way over there?
Don't worry, I'll be fine. Why don't you just... Whoa, that bolt of lightning was huge. Anyway, why don't you just go relax and I'll be back at the hotel before you know it, okay? Bess? Hello? Bess, you there? Nope, she sure isn't.
Yeah, people in the chat are saying Nancy's very selfish. She's not calling Bess because she likes Bess. She's like, she only calls Bess when she needs Bess's help for solving the mystery.
George would be better at this. See, George wouldn't tell everyone.
George would have found all 5 things on the first trip rather than making 4 trips.
Yeah.
So Jean Lafitte gives us the eyeball. That's a star eyeball.
Found all the eyeballs.
Yep.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so this is going to be a puzzle, though. So I've got my solution written down here.
What?
So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's going to be 3. 1, 2, 3. Then it's going to be 2 a bunch of times. 2, 2, 2, 2. Then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's 3, 4, 2, 3, and then 4. I think that was it. Did I make a mistake somewhere? Yeah, I made a mistake somewhere. So the solution is contained inside this book, Plentiful Pirates and Nautical Nonsense. The final story. So, let me see. Down to the port, and gosh, it's hard to find. So these, you need to find like the directions, up, down, left, and right inside this story. Here's another down and left. So that's how you're supposed to solve the puzzle. So let's try this one more time.
Can I try it this time?
Okay.
So the first one?
Actually, no. I think I'll do it. This is tough. So 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2, 3, and then 4. Got it. So you need to put this on top of that thingy, on top of that thingy, and the eyeball goes on top of that thingy.
This is really complicated.
Yeah, well, he didn't want to make sure. He wanted to make sure only Henry could have gotten the crystal skull. And you know that was the first step of the puzzle, right? Was figuring out the painting puzzle that got us to this hidden room with all the other puzzles.
Yeah, but Henry didn't go inside the crypt. He just cried outside it.
Yeah, he just cried outside. He did not go inside, and so all his plans failed because Henry would rather cry.
Like a wimp.
Let's see. I didn't do this correctly. I think we go here. We push these in. Fireflies. Woo!
Don't touch the fireflies.
I'm not trying to touch them. I was just trying to touch them. And we climb up here to get that thingy. This is going to be the end game challenge right now.
Oh.
So it was the thingy we just got. Where was it? Here?
And then the arm.
Yeah, and then the arm.
And then the eye thing.
And then the creepy eye thingy. This will open up his grave.
I don't want to open his grave though. Anyway, let's go.
Where'd that creepy eye thingy go? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Now I'll let you take over. There are 3 more puzzles before the end of the game. But this is the big scene. Figure out who the culprit is.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is a mechanical thingy.
This is cool.
So believe it or not, the grave is an elevator. Yeah, it opens up in an elevator, and what do we have inside? I think you can guess.
Crystal skull.
Woo! Shiny crystal.
Give it to me. Hey, let me through. Oh, it's the gardener lady. I was right.
Goodness sakes, gal, what on earth have you gone and done?
The lid's closing and I don't know how to stop it.
Here, I'll pull you up. Toss what you're holding up here, then give me your hands. Come on, you best hurry.
Here it comes.
No, Nancy, just
No!
pull yourself up before throwing up the treasure. Nancy!
Renee, a little help, please?
The crystal skull. After all that scheming, how do I finally get it? Why, this nice little Yankee gal just hands it to me.
Renee, help me. Hurry, please.
Thank you, Nancy. Bye now.
I
No,
knew.
you gotta help me. Renee.
It was you, lady.
Yeah, and she trapped Nancy in here. It's okay.
This is so.
That was a bad move on Nancy's part. So here's a puzzle. Make matches.
How am I supposed to make a match?
So just make matches.
Uh.
Occasionally there's lightning. Yeah, so it's that game. Memory. Ooh, there's a match here. Those 2 are matches. Okay, and I'm not doing any more. Yeah, so I imagine if Nancy had, like, brought a lantern or something, maybe she brought her cell phone. Well, she has her cell phone. Maybe she could use that to light up this area. Light it up with the lasers in the coffee table. Yeah, so Dr. Boulay actually did not create this to be an inescapable trap. It's just, you need to solve this puzzle in order to operate the elevator. Wouldn't that be terrible in real life? Like, you have to solve a puzzle in order to use an elevator?
That would be kind of fun, though.
Yeah, but I mean, well, how many matches do you have to make for this one? Like 20?
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe if it was like a 4-step puzzle, that would be better. I could just imagine, like, little kids getting stuck on the elevator forever.
That would be so funny. It's like, come on! They're like, I'm still trying to operate the elevator.
That's why some places have elevator operators, I suppose. It's for the elevators with puzzles built in.
Yeah. People who know how to solve them really easily. Perfect.
Done.
Whoa.
Yeah, it does look weird when you're coming up that angle. So how can you find where the culprit went?
She went, you do it.
Oh, but I said this was a puzzle.
But
Okay,
I
well, you
can-
see her ugly footprints?
Yeah.
Muddy footprints, I should say. I guess they're not ugly. They're just
She went that way.
footprints.
She went that way. That one. That one.
And you hear that sound? What does that sound remind
Boat
you of?
engine. Come on.
So where do you think she is?
By the docks.
Yeah, so now we need to go to the docks. Right here.
Renee, hold it right there. That skull isn't yours. To say nothing of the fact that you just tried to bury me alive.
The skull is mine. It wants to be mine. Yes, I did my share of scheming to get it. I got Dr. Boulay to go to the authenticators, then switched the letter they wrote saying it was real with one I wrote saying it was fake, in hopes that Dr. Boulay would just hand it over to me. Yes, my plan failed, and yet, here we are. I have the skull. Why? Because it knows that I will fulfill its destiny.
Bruno Boulay wanted Henry to have it. That's why he had Gilbert Buford steal that painting and hide it in Henry's parents' crypt. Because he
Henry's
hoped
parents'
that way
crypt?
Henry would eventually find it.
Henry's a fool. If he ever got his hands on this, he would just turn around and give it to that trashy girlfriend of his.
Ouch.
Dr. Boulay,
I
he just
agree.
wanted it because he was
Yeah, but it's
terrified
kind
dying.
of rough.
Gilbert
Like, when the
Buford, too.
culprit
And
is
that
just...
Lamont fella, he just wants to
The culprit interrupts their angry, evil speech to insult your girlfriend. Like, ooh, that's not good. Okay, so this is puzzle. So notice the alligator's there. And remember, the alligator jumps every time you step on the log.
sell it to the highest
Step on the
bidder.
log.
Me, my motives are pure. I am going to protect it so it can rendezvous with all those other
Yeah.
skulls.
Like I said.
I'm going to be right there when they start conversing, and all the mysteries of the universe are forever solved. Ah!
Oh wow, the alligator ate it.
No, 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 come back!
That must have hurt.
The alligator or her?
Renee burst into tears and sobbed
The
as Bernie
alligator.
swam away with a crystal skull. It made me feel sorry for her for about 2 seconds. After all, while she may not have meant to cause Bruno's death, she certainly meant to cause mine when she left me sealed up in that crypt. It felt good to turn her over to the police. Later that night, Dr. Buford came over and apologized for knocking me out with that smoke bomb, and for allowing himself to think, even for a moment, that Bruno's crystal skull was anything more than a pretty piece of quartz. To make up for his shameful behavior, he insisted on taking Bess and me on a grand tour of New Orleans. Seeing the city through the eyes of someone who loves it as much as Dr. Buford was truly special. He invited Henry too, but Henry declined. He was still trying to process the fact that his great uncle wanted him to have the skull. Henry always thought that to Bruno he was nothing more than an annoying family obligation, someone Bruno couldn't care less about. Yet Bruno's request of Dr. Buford, made with his dying breath, proved that he did care about Henry. Apparently, and unfortunately for Henry, Bruno was the type of man who just couldn't bring himself to say such things out loud. As for Lamont, when he heard what happened, he closed his shop, bought enough marshmallows to fill a swamp boat, and has been scouring the bayous ever since, kicking every log he comes to in hopes of finding Bernie and the crystal skull inside him. But Bernie has yet to turn up. Maybe the skull didn't agree with him. Maybe swallowing it caused him to stop associating the sound of a kicked log with yummy sweet things. In any case, the Whisperer has disappeared, lost to the world once again, which is totally fine by me.
Because I'm already going to live forever. Haha! Oh man.
Marshmallows.
Marshmallows, definitely. Click the button. Okay, so we found the letter. We ate lots of chocolate. We defeated those wasps. We got the trivia question right. We found one Easter egg. We did not find all 3 Easter eggs. I'm very sad. We didn't eat a bunch of gum balls. We didn't talk to people a lot. We didn't spend a lot of time with the dummy. Well, that's fine. That dummy is weird. Marvel, solving the puzzle in record time. We did do all of the powders.
Talk about a
And here's the
detective's
preview of the
dream
next
come
game.
true. The Italian police called me personally and requested that I travel to Italy and help them stake out a suspected thief in Venice.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, what started out as a simple assignment in a city filled with canals, gondolas, and romance quickly morphed into a full-fledged undercover operation. And I soon found myself trapped in a maze of lies, disguises, and danger. Help me find my way out by joining me in my next adventure, Phantom of Venice.
It's the Phantom of Venice. Thank you very much, Nancy. Let's not forget the word "the" at the start of it.
I think
Yeah.
it's
The Phantom of Venice, not the Phantom of Venice.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah, so I think the alligator's gonna live forever now.
I think the alligator's gonna die because it hurt.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, that
Can
crystal
you, like-
skull is probably really heavy, so probably some can die.
But would it like fit through the alligator's digestive system?
No,
Okay, so the alligator just died and sunk to the bottom, is what you're saying.
yeah. Exactly.
Fantastic. So we're just gonna watch the ending credits here. Do 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 do. Yeah. So Italy is having trouble. So they are like, you know what? We have thieves around. That's not Italian. What's an Italian accent?
I don't know.
Super Mario. Hey, we have some thieves that are going around here trying to steal things, so we need the help of an American teenager.
Why don't they just hire a detective and...
No, we do not need any detectives. We need this American teenager. She's going to help us. She's going to do a very good job.
Why don't they just hire the Hardy Boys? Well, I mean, the Hardy Boys could work more effectively since there's 2 of them.
Oh, ow, ow.
Why doesn't Nancy get, like a sidekick who actually works?
Bess is her sidekick. Bess
George
solved
would
the
be
job.
so much better! Bess keeps ruining everything.
George will be our sidekick in like 3 games from now.
No. Oh, yes, I want to play that game.
Yeah, game number 20. So Bess gets kidnapped, and then George is your sidekick.
Yes, Bess gets kidnapped.
So I've got. You should not be happy that Bess is going to be kidnapped, okay? But the sad part is, George spends most of her time trying to fix a phone to call for help.
Oh. Anyway, Bess dies, and George lives happily ever after being Nancy's sidekick.
Wow. You know what? I think George would be happy ever after if she was the main person and Nancy was the sidekick.
Nancy's a much better sidekick, at least. At least Nancy can actually do something without doing it wrong.
Whatever, Nancy. Oh well, okay. Joe is too busy eating cheeseburgers to do anything. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. What about
Okay.
Fred? Is that his name?
No, Frank. His name is Frank. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed
But I hope you enjoy Fred and Frank.
the 2020 Nancy Drew Games Mega Marathon.
Hopefully the next one has Joe and Fred.
Joe and Frank, and they're busy eating cheeseburgers right now, so that's why they are not solving the mystery.
Fred's eating a milkshake.
Like with a spoon? Or is he using a fork and knife?
He's using a steak knife and a fork.